Welcome, Virgo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your full moon in Taurus reading for November the 5th. And this is going to affect you mostly in the area of new adventures, new opportunities, exchanges and communication with those at a distance, and particularly having an impact on thought. So that you are nurturing new ideas or exchanging some kind of cultural values in the exchange. I pulled from the Talisman Oracle the Growth of Energy card, and it features these beautiful luminescent eggs. So I'm going to read from the guidebook. You've been very productive and organized trying to prepare for the next step in life. Your creativity is flowing, you've built a nest, and as you look at your potential, the future no longer seems frightening. Everything's in its place, and you're growing the energy for a big new project. The 6 petals of the seeds of life signify that a blessing is on your path, and you have to take care and nurture your ideas to see them come to life. This newfound energy is bubbling up, and your excitement is lighting up the room. Don't be surprised if people compliment your looks because of your radiant spirit. This card can also mean pregnancy or childbirth. Use this card when you're ready to start a new stage in life or a new project requiring a lot of attention and energy. There's something about the detail and tediousness of the work that really does speak and fulfill a certain urge in you, Virgo. So it feels as though your long-standing attention to the organization and detail of an effort is paying off for you in some interesting and exciting way. The King of Cups is your overall energy, and I do sense that you are moving across water, or you are moving from one location on one body of the water to another location on another body of water. I know that's pretty specific, but I do feel that there is a new opportunity that you are being recognized with. And this opportunity is about a culmination of your best efforts, but also your emotional growth is factored in here. Something that you once felt made you vulnerable, made you weak, is now something you recognize as being a core central quality of a service you offer. At the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Swords is about this ability and facility you have with words, language, speech, presentation, teaching, facilitating ideas and information. You are ultimately curious. You perhaps are part of a team where your particular expertise is in moving ideas along, opening up, querying the team about new ideas or alternatives to the way things have been done traditionally, or opportunities that are opened up through a line of inquiry. So it feels like you are engaged in some kind of new research, or the research you've been doing is reaching a new level of revelation or distribution to others. In the 10th house, the house of community, the way others see you, your professional practice, the 5 of Pentacles shows you overturning a way in which your success has been defined for you. And this seems like a reiteration of an older message not too long in the past, but I'm feeling the difference here. That until recently, you have followed along on the traditional trajectory of your professional or work practice. You've done things according to the book and have felt that you have been limited regarding the support that you're able to receive. So depending on the work you do, it may depend on your ability to attract resources, clients, customers, whoever the recipient of your services or products are. And you've actually moved away from a sense of satisfaction and that this is what you deserve. You understand that your capacity is far beyond what you were originally prescribed, and that you are now have moved beyond the safety of your organization, your team, or your institution in order to explore new avenues and opportunities. So I do feel as though if you haven't attracted these opportunities already, you have, as a result of your recognizing that you had outgrown your former position or status. In the first house, the 10 of Pentacles is about legacy. So this is making a lot of logical sense in terms of the way in which you are housing the products of your services, your knowledge, your efforts are focused for you in ways to give back, how to create legacy, how to organize your legacy so that it has an impact on the community that you desire to have. So this is about your contributing to an entire field. Many accomplishments and achievements have been racked up through your own individual effort, but that you recognize that the likely recipient, the potential audience of those achievements must be built in to this current effort that you're embarking upon. In the fourth house, the house of your soul, your family, even your foundation, the Emperor. I like this. This is about letting go of the things you can't control. And that seems to have been a significant factor in the way that you've redesigned your trajectory of development, of achievement, of accomplishment. You're seeing it differently than the way it was dictated to you or the framework that you accepted when you began this work, to embark upon this particular work. Instead, you understand that your reality is a result of your choices and is your responsibility. You own your life and you own the trajectory of your success. But you also have stopped trying to control factors beyond your control, which is always wise, and that you've learned that this sense of self-mastery is based on the awareness now that you can give yourself the things that others could not or have not. So there's a real sense of scarcity and deprivation that you are turning away from, that you have moved away from. And this may have been financial. I think it's more about support, feeling that others believed in you or cheered you on in a very isolating field or an isolating activity. And you now have come to this sense of faith and belief in yourself, not only that you can support yourself, that you can stand for yourself and what you desire, but also that you can be yourself in the work that you have already contributed so much to. So there's this relaxation into who you are, what your skills are, what your path is, in a way that is less judgmental of you, that is less harsh than perhaps others have been with you. In the seventh house, the house of significant others, the Empress. This is lovely. Taurus got this card in the same position. This is about becoming the beloved, and this is where this message is familiar from recent readings, Virgo, where you are becoming the beloved instead of considering all the ways that relationships or experiences, opportunities have failed you or not been what you hoped they would be, or were more restrictive than you imagined. You are understanding that what you need, who you are, has always been there, and that you is worthy of love, is worthy of passionate exchange, reciprocity, honesty, the same quality of love that you give not only in your work but to others, because you are naturally kind. You have natural responsibility for taking care of others. And perhaps in the past that's been exploited in a way that you reserve the best for you now. And this can be in partnership with somebody who sees you, sees your value, and loves you for that, asks nothing of you except that you acknowledge one another and connect in the work that is part of your mission, and that you perhaps were intended to work together on. This is the opportunity to be that supportive person in partnership, to build towards something significant and to be recognized for that. I'm going to clarify these cards with the Air Ethereal deck, the Shadow Work deck, and finish off the reading with the Crystal Oracle. If you're resonating with this reading, Virgo, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate all the ways that you support me, and am sure by now you understand how important it is to grow the channel. So thank you again, and I'm going to start with the Ten of Cups, and I'm going to pull all the clarifiers right away in one sweep. So the Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the Tower, the Emperor by the Two of Pentacles, the Empress by the Six of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles by the Ace of Swords. Underneath the deck, we have the Star card. This is quite lovely. So you're a very innocent, trusting, hardworking, and devoted soul to the work that you do. The Virgos I'm speaking to have this beautiful devotion to their craft, joy, pleasure in the organizing, the details, the sorting it out, the attention to words, the attention to structures, deadlines, frames, the intent of communication, the desire to show, teach, expose for others a great big world, a vision, a positive vision. This card is so important right now to you because I feel that your visions are facing you now in a way that you never would have expected. You had to grow into this. The Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the Tower. It's interesting because I see you building up like a philanthropic or beneficial effort that has been called charity in the past. I wouldn't call it charity. I think this is a way in which you are making what you have created available to others. And that can be in a method, in a way, in a methodology that you use to achieve, grow, build, create something. But perhaps the institutions that you have formerly worked are no longer available in the same ways. And certainly in the Northern Hemisphere, in this country, universities are not safe places for many people at this time and are under fire for exposing people to new ideas. Imagine that. So I see a way that you're desire to create legacy means to challenge the authority of these institutions, perhaps to create an alternative structure for the housing of gifts or information that you want to be made available to more people. The Emperor in the fourth house is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. I think this decision to take the opportunities that come your way and make them into lemonade is something that you've been thinking about for a long time. You're recognizing the limitations of the institution and perhaps the path that you have trodden for a while. You recognize that having to concede to the authority of another is something that you may have grown out of. You perhaps are no longer respecting the leadership in an institution or an organization you belong to. You perhaps are looking for more authority in a new position at a time when you're understanding that you have internalized that authority that recognizes your limitations and your vast experience in bringing things to a realization, to actualizing. In the seventh house, the Empress is clarified by the Six of Wands. There's definitely a victory here, and I'm feeling like this may be a time of tremendous accolades for you, Virgo. All of this professional success, effort, development, evolution that I've been picking up for the last several months for you may be resulting in farewells, accolades, commemorations, ways in which you are leaving a mark or influence in the places there that you're leaving from among those relationships you have established. Some of the relationships you've established in one home or another are leading to the connections to a new opportunity, a new place of work, a new evolution to the development of your legacy. And in the 10th house, the Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Swords. Yeah, I think you're really releasing and letting go of this idea of some kind of traditional pathway to the kind of sharing the kind of information and thus seeking the justice that you have been pursuing. So I see that in your work, whatever that work is, there is a balancing that you have been attempting to bring to light. The need for some kind of reform or new way of recognizing unfair treatment, injustice, oppression, and how that can be alleviated through more information, more exposure to ideas that have been suppressed or buried. Again, pretty specific for you, Virgo. I'm going to finish up this reading with a crystal oracle and hope this has been insightful to you. Although Moonstone didn't fall up, the card did, and I love those colors. So the Moonstone reads, keyword is cycles. I'm in the divine flow of my soul rhythms and life cycles. So this advancement towards another achievement feels like a new cycle for you, built on many cycles of achievement in your particular arena, Virgo. If you've enjoyed this content, check out more content here. Thank you for your likes and subscribes. And until next time, namaste.